Yes, it's Thursday. It's another thankful Thursday. Health, strength, and your ability to create wealth. What are you thankful for? This Thursday, I'm thankful for lessons. Life lessons. Lessons are all around us, but it's up to us to be aware and to actually realize that we're being taught something. A lesson is something where there's a situation, information, experiences, or people that you can actually learn from. When we were growing up, the older people always tell us when you go to school, make sure that you learn your lesson. Your lesson is because it equips you with the skills that you need and helps you to create habits for you to overcome challenges or situations that may be put in the front of you. A lot of us continuously run into various situations and don't realize that life is sometimes teaching us a lesson that we haven't learned from as yet. As we grow up and we went to school and we traversed the various different grade levels, those lessons started compounding on one another, because what you learn in grade 1, you can actually take with you to grade 2, and so on and so forth. But as you got older, it actually continues. Some of us have had the ability to be around some incredible people, whether we acknowledge it or not, who's gone on further in life, whether it's with family, whether it's with finances, whether it's in their skill set, whether it's with so many characteristics. Those people have been teaching us lessons if we were paying attention. Every day you get an opportunity to learn something, and you have that opportunity until you stop breathing on this earth. But you have to realize that the lesson is there. There's an old adage that says when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And if you dig deeper inside of that, what it's saying is that regardless of who's teaching you or what is going on around you, until you equip yourself, until you recognize that there's information that you can benefit from, you're not going to learn anything. Lessons are all around us. A quick story is that when we were growing up, my mom always had issues with cars. Cars was always a problem. My mom had 6 biological children, raised 8, and on any given weekend there was probably 10 or 12 people inside the house when it comes to nieces and nephews and godchildren who stopped by to play. And it was always a bustling thing. When it came to cars, she was a food vendor, so cars was very important to her. However, because of the financial situation, she would buy what she could afford. She would buy, something to get her to the place where she can go and sell food. My mom had so much problems with cars. To this day, she can diagnose a car on what's going on with it based on how it sounds. And she's not even a mechanic. She can tell you if the car is burning too much oil, if it's running hot because it's blowing out a particular type of smoke. She can tell you if it's idle too high. If you try to start the car and it doesn't start, she can tell you exactly what to check. Of course, if you're having a dead battery or if the alternator isn't giving power, the water pump needs to change because it's giving a grinding sound, the CV joint. She knew all of these things because cars taught her lessons based on the problems that she had. So when somebody came to fix the car, you couldn't run a quick trick on her because she knew exactly what you should be fixing and what should be the outcome of it. Because she let these problems actually becomes lessons that she could equip herself with. And as growing up, the lesson that I learned was take your vehicle very serious. To this day, when it comes to cars, I'm very, very cautious on who drives my car. If anybody drives my car. What I do with my car. Where I park my car. Because a car, for me, growing up, is an investment. It's a tool. It's a vehicle that you need inside your life. So guess what? You should take it seriously. When it comes to the tools all around us, what do you think about those things? Do you take it seriously? Furthering with that lesson, what I've learned is that when it comes to vehicles that you take very serious, you should invest inside one of them. A lot of people, they buy cars that they cannot afford and cannot maintain. And when something goes wrong, it's in the mechanic shop or it's at home because they can't afford to get the part to maintain it. When it comes to vehicles, it doesn't just have to be a car. It can be a house that you're probably looking at getting. It can be an investment that you want or a business that you want to start. Make sure that you count the entire cost. Meaning that before you purchase the item, the lesson is, can I maintain the item? If something was to go broke, could I actually buy the part that is needed? Can I do the service and the maintenance on this vehicle? The vehicle being the thing or the tool that you're using. And those lessons, when it comes to cars, I would say to some people, it has me traumatized. I know it is to have a 4-door car and only one door open. As you was growing up, you had cars whereas only the back trunk and the driver door open. You had some times where you had to make sure you had 2 bottles of water in the car because you know this car run hot. You know, when you jump inside the car, you check the dashboard to see what light is on today because you may be oil or it may be running hot or it may be something else. Those lessons from being in those cars taught me to always be observant of my surroundings. And to this day, regardless of if I'm jumping in a car or where I'm going, I'm very observant of what's going on around me. The lessons in life that you acknowledge will help you to build your character. It will help you in actually building characteristics that will be of value to you. Lessons, they're all around us. When it comes to cars, when it comes to tools, when it comes to vehicles that you're using inside your life, the vehicle could be a computer, it could be a phone, it could be a laptop, it could be a skill, it could be a service, it could be something that you're investing in. A vehicle is taking you from one step to the next. Make sure you invest in it. Make sure you invest solid in something, but the next thing is to make sure that you maintain that vehicle. Make sure that those things that you need to get and that you're maintaining it along the way. If you're in the speaking arena, how many courses are you taking? Are you equipping yourself? Are you reading books? The next thing is, once you invest and maintain, make sure that you are observant with that tool. What is changing in that realm? What is equipping you in other arenas? Many people around us have their own life lessons. They can tell you about when they was probably down to their last $10 and they was able to become financial genius on how they can make this stretch an extra month. And to this day, because of that one situation, they have learned lessons that equip them in life. We have the lessons all around us every single day. Become a student and let life teach you so you can equip yourself with the lessons that it presents itself with. Yes, it's another Thankful Thursday. Health, strength, and your ability to create wealth. What are you thankful for? Remember, you can have the life you want. It's just up to you to create it. In the comment section, how about you tell me about something a life lesson that you have learned that has been sticking with you and is continuously helping you to grow. It's another Thankful Thursday. Thanks for watching.